The older I get, the more I realize that healing isn't what I thought it would be. I thought healing meant reaching a place where nothing bothered me anymore, where certain people couldn't affect me, where painful memories no longer had power over me, where I finally felt at peace. But that's not what happened. Life has a way of bringing us back to ourselves, sometimes through a conversation, sometimes through a disappointment, sometimes through a moment that seems small on the surface but touches something much more deeper underneath. And suddenly, you're feeling emotions you thought you had already outgrown. You're hurt, you're angry, you're exhausted, and a part of you wonders, why am I still feeling this way? Maybe you've asked yourself that question too. Maybe you've worked so hard to become a better version of yourself. Maybe you've been carrying responsibility nobody else sees. Maybe you're just trying to create a life that looks nothing like the one you came from. And yet, there's still moments that bring you to your knees emotionally. Not because you're weak, not because you're failing, but because healing isn't a straight line. Healing is awareness. It's seeing yourself clearly. It's noticing the places inside of you that still need compassion. I think one of the most painful things we experience as human beings is feeling unseen. Feeling like we're carrying burdens nobody understands. Feeling like we've given more than we've ever received. Feeling like we're fighting battles and battles nobody knows we're fighting. And sometimes life triggers those feelings over and over again. Not to punish us, but to show us where we still need love. The truth is that most people aren't carrying anger. They're carrying pain. Most people aren't carrying weakness. They're carrying exhaustion. Most people aren't broken. They're simply carrying more than the human heart was ever meant to carry alone. If that's where you are today, I want you to hear something. You do not have to become harder to survive this life. You do not have to shut down your heart. You do not have to become numb. Your sensitivity is not your weakness. Your ability to feel deeply is not your weakness. It is often the very thing that will lead you home to yourself. There is a form of alchemy that happens when you stop running from your pain, when you sit with it, listen to it, understand it. The pain begins to change, and in the process, so do we. The wound becomes wisdom, the struggle becomes strength, the confusion becomes clarity, the loneliness becomes compassion, the suffering becomes understanding. And one day you realize that the thing you were trying hard to escape was actually teaching you how to become who you were always meant to be. So if today you're hurting, take a breath. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know how everything will work out. You don't know